This Ask Misty comes from somebody that just started doing drag, and they did a beauty pageant. And they were told that they were horrible and did not succeed in the beauty pageant, and therefore they quit drag. But they love performing, and they wanted to know my advice. This is actually a really funny question for me, because when I first started doing drag, I did it at a benefit in Naples, Florida, and it was a little tiny gay bar, the only gay bar in Naples. I was a makeup artist at the time, and I had always wanted to do drag. I did drag a couple times for Halloween and things in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and a little bit here and there, and I wanted to start really doing drag. So I did it for her benefit in Florida, and the bar manager came up to me and was like, "You're amazing. You should do Miss Florida Continental Plus. I will gladly sponsor you." Meanwhile, I had been doing drag for like 2 weeks. I didn't know the first thing about beauty pageants. I knew hair and I knew makeup. That's it. So I marched myself down to Dillard's and I bought an evening gown, and I bought a talent outfit, and I bought a presentation dress, all at the Naples Mall. I think all of it at Dillard's. I'm not sure where. But the funny thing is, I was a hot mess. Now granted, my hair and makeup looked good because I was a makeup artist and I was a hairdresser for many years before doing drag. But my evening gown was way too short. It showed my ankles. I didn't know that your evening gown has to touch the floor or be 1 inch from the floor. I didn't know, all the rules of pageantry. I just wanted to do drag. And I thought that in order to be respected in the drag community or to be well known in the drag community, that you had to have a pageant title. And you had to be Miss something or other. So I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to start. So I started this pageant, and basically I was horrible. And I think I got second to last place. The funny thing is, this was this was a prelim to Miss Continental, meaning it was Miss Florida Continental, and the caliber of drag was top notch. I should have never done this pageant at the time. And I was basically laughed off the stage. And I too quit. I quit for almost a year. And I was very discouraged. I was embarrassed. And like I've said many times before, I don't have a drag mother. Everything I do, I teach myself. And that's why I'm so eager to teach you and help you, because no one was there to help me. I just surrounded myself with loving sisters, and together we help each other. But back then I didn't have anyone. Zero. So I went to Dillard's by myself, picked out a dress by myself, and looked horrible by myself. At the pageant, I was dressing myself. I didn't have anybody doing my hair or makeup or zipping me into my gowns. I did it all by myself. And I understand where you're coming from, because I was horrible. And in fact, that tape is still out there. I hear people all the time laughing. They're like, "Oh my God, I saw a pageant with you in it, mama." And you're right. I was a hot mess. But the important thing is that I have learned from my mistakes, and I have grown, and I have overcome those challenges. Now, I too love performing, and there are two different types of drag queens. There's a drag queen that loves to entertain, and they love to give entertainment. And then there's another type of drag queen. There's a drag queen that needs to be the center of attention and just needs people to worship them. If you're the type of person that needs to entertain and you like giving of yourself on stage, you don't need to quit. You don't need to quit because you didn't do well at a pageant. You don't need to quit because you got discouraged. What you need to do is you need to go home and study what you did wrong, and then come back with the fierceness and be amazing. Go and start volunteering at other drag shows and helping people get ready. Why does she use this type of bobby pin? Why does she use this type of hairspray? What type of duct tape does she use? And start finding out these things and become bigger and better. The funny thing is, we have all types of drag queens here in South Florida. And some of the best ones aren't even pretty ones. But they're entertaining, and they're funny, and they're talented. So you don't have to be Miss US of A or Miss Continental to be an amazing drag queen. I'm not. I mean, I do have a couple titles, but I'm not Miss Continental. Maybe one day. But pageants are very expensive. And to compete on a national level, I just don't have that kind of money. And to get gowns and stones and, you know, sponsorship and stuff, it's going to take a lot. Maybe one day I truly hope to do that. That would be my dream, one of my dreams. But yeah. Please don't get discouraged. Continue to look in the mirror and tell yourself you're amazing. I think the most important advice I would give to a new entertainer is never stop learning. You're never going to be the best. There's always going to be somebody better than you. And as long as you constantly strive for self-improvement and strive to become better and to strive to, you know what, I did a really good job tonight, but I'm going to do even better next week. My hair's going to be better, my makeup's going to be better, my lip sync's going to be better. I'm going to, you know, practice sewing and I'm going to be able to sew better. And the more you constantly learn, the more you're going to grow as a person, as an entertainer. And I say that because I've met some people, that, especially when they first start, they already know everything. They're already the best. But mama, once you know everything and once you already are the best, there's no room for improvement. Think about it. If they're booger down and they're already amazing, they're always going to be booger down. You know, I do think that I'm good at some things, but I still have so much to learn. I don't know. Take that thought. I'm not sure. I think I went on a little tangent. But yeah, I understand that you're discouraged, but please don't be discouraged. Don't give up. And I'm telling you that because I gave up. But I went to another pageant, and I saw the girl that won and the girls that were entering, and I'm like, whoa. I should have entered this pageant. I could have won this pageant. And granted, it was a bar title. It wasn't a prelim to National Miss Continental. It was more like Miss Boardwalk or something. But that motivated me to, like, you know what? If she can be amazing, I can be amazing. And I want you to know that you also can be amazing. No one can take your dream away from you. Only you are the one that can give up. Don't give up. Keep striving. Keep bettering yourself. And prove to the world that, you know what? I tripped and I fell. But I'm going to get back up and I'm going to ride that horse again. And you know what? Before long, you'll be teaching other people how to ride horses. Just saying. Anyways, that was an Ask Misty. If you have any more questions, just ask.